Hey guys, welcome back to another anti-MLM video. My name is Natalie, if you're new here. If you're not new, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate all of you clicking on this video. I recently did a poll on my Instagram asking if you wanted to see an anti-MLM video next or if you wanted to see a beauty video, and I have to say an alarming amount of you wanted to see an anti-MLM video, so that's what I'm filming for you today. If you do like this content, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel. I will still have that beauty video coming to you very shortly, but I'm excited to be filming this one today. We have a couple reps that we're going to be reacting to, and the first one is a rep that used to be in Young Living. Now she is in a company called Prove It. Doesn't really matter. They're all the same. Basically, we're aware of that. However, this rep is pretty convinced that Prove It is completely different situation, and in fact that Prove It's not even an MLM, you guys. Not sure if you knew. So I'm pretty much gonna play it the whole way through. We'll see how often I have to stop it, but I hope you guys don't mind. I'm also gonna be finishing my makeup. I did a lot of my eyes, but I wanted to finish here on camera. I'll leave link down below all the products that I have on, both what I already have on my eyes and what I'm using on my face. So let me know if you like this style video. I thought I could kind of, for lack of a better phrase, kill two birds with one stone. So let's go ahead and get started.
Hello, sweet friends. I wanted to have a quick chat with you guys about, more so just to share my heart a little bit. I have been involved with network marketing oh my gosh, like 6 years now. I was with a company for quite a bit of time. I absolutely loved it. I loved the products. I loved the ability that it helped me grow as a person. It changed my life. But I also saw a lot of things in the last year with that company and in that business model that unfortunately proved the weird stigmatism to be true in this situation. Network marketing has a really, really bad rap. And it's unfortunate, but there's companies that unfortunately give in to this bad rap a little bit. What I mean with some of these bad stigmas is there's people at a certain point in the company that get involved when momentum is really high, when energy is really good, right? And they get started and they enroll all these people. Well, then the people at the bottom struggle to be successful because there's not a good enough business model for them. And what I mean by that is not that it's a pyramid scheme, because it's not. Because if you look at everything, everything's a pyramid scheme. I don't care who you are. Every company has someone at the top and many people at the bottom. But with network marketing, a lot of network marketing models are very business builder driven. And you aren't going to move up, so to speak, in rankings unless you build a team predominantly strong with business builders. When that's kind of what happened with me. I got started and I built a business very, very, very fast with the company that I was in. I got a really great rank. My paychecks were wonderful, but years and years were going on and the people that I was enrolling were not succeeding. And they were trying, they were working their butts off, but they were only going so far because the business model wasn't set up for them to have success by just sharing with customers. Their only way to really grow their paycheck is if they bring in business builders. And that's network marketing. And unfortunately, that model is becoming unsuccessful for a lot of people. And yes, don't get me wrong, I loved what I was doing, but I didn't like seeing people win. And that unfulfilled me so much, on top of a lot of other things that I saw. Something else that I just really wasn't a fan of is this cult-like mentality of you have to love all of our products and you can't love other products and you can't talk about other products and we are the best and we are the best and we are the best. And yes, I truly do feel like many of the products with that previous company I was with have the best of the best, but they aren't the best in everything. And I didn't like feeling controlled, and I didn't like a lot of the things that I was seeing of this just culty mentality. And so I left that company. And when I left, there was a lot of horrible things said from that company. And I'm not going to go further on that. But what I'm trying to say is I never in a million years thought I was going to get back in to an online type of business, because honestly, at that point, I was like, I am done with network marketing. I'm done. Phone was dying. I'm moving spots. But a few months ago, I started seeing first how amazing these products were. I was using them for a while and was like these are the real deal. But then I started, as a business mind that I am, looking into their business model, because I kept hearing it's different. And I'm like, okay, really? Like, how can network marketing be different? Well, first off, it's not network marketing. And I know when you sit there and hear that, you're like, oh yeah, okay, it isn't. But like, it's not. It's called social retail. And the reason why this is successful, and the reason why thousands of people are leaving the current network marketing company that they are in, and they are joining this company with this business model, is because it works, and because it's capitalizing on how times have changed. The network marketing model is not moving with the times. This social retail business.
Okay, I want to stop it for a second because I'm just going to forget some of the stuff that she's saying that I want to react to. But isn't it so interesting how she is what many of us would call almost self-aware? She is describing and saying the truth about network marketing. Everything actually the anti-MLM people say is what she said at the beginning of this video, saying that every MLM or network marketing company is about building a team, and not just a team, but a team of business builders. So again, you are building a team under you. You're at the tip of the pyramid, building a team, but you can't just build a team. You have to build a team that also wants to build a team, and that also wants to build a team. And that's how we get this pyramid structure that is a scheme. Okay, let me be clear. It is not the shape of the structure. It is the fact that it is a scheme. And that is the only way that you're going to be successful. So one of the complaints she had, which I think is very, shows a lot of integrity, that she was saying, I was succeeding, I was liking my paychecks, but the people under me were not doing well. They were not succeeding. And more importantly, they weren't succeeding even though they were trying. They were working hard. So that's very telling. I mean, and again, that's what all anti-MLMers complain about. Even if you try, even if you work hard, there is very, very little chance that you're actually going to become successful, whether success means making a few $100s a month or $100,000 a month. Regardless, like, it's very difficult to be successful unless you are willing to continue to build a team and bust your ass to get people under you and get people under them, and the scheme starts to flourish. So she's talking about that, but how laughable is it, okay, that she starts to talk about how this new company that she is working with is nothing like that. It's not even network marketing. She specifically said it's not network marketing, it's social retail. So Prove It is trying specifically, I'm sure there's other MLMs that are doing this, but Prove It specifically all over Instagram is trying to market their company as, again, not a multi-level marketing company, not a network company. I haven't even really heard them call themselves a direct sales company, but they are calling themselves social retail, something that aligns a little bit more with like influencer marketing or affiliate marketing, social media marketing. No. And I think it's very telling that they are scared, basically, of being in the same category as other MLMs. Because, like she said, MLMs, network marketing companies, have a horrible reputation for being pyramid schemes, because they are, in my opinion. And it's just, it says a lot that they're trying to steer away from that title of network marketing, of MLM, even though it's 100% what they are. 100%. So it's laughable, it's ridiculous, and it's very like, do you guys think we're dumb? Like, you really must think that people are gonna go, oh shit, it's not network marketing. I can join this one. This will be different. It's not different. Listen up. It is not. If you look at their compensation plan, which, by the way, really shady how convoluted their compensation plan is. It is one of the hardest to read, in my opinion, at least. One of the hardest to even find a clear view of it on the internet. Some sites that you'll click on will want you to, like, I don't know, start like a trial of something in order to see it. It just, and then you get to the actual compensation plan on the website and it's pages and pages, and it's just, that in itself is so sketchy and such a big red flag. But if you look at their compensation plan, it is exactly like every other MLM. You could say that any network marketing company, you can just join to sell the products. You don't have to build a team to make money. But you are never going to make any real money. You're not going to make money even to get your investment back if you do not build a team and that team keeps going and going and going. That's the whole point of success in this business model. Absolutely delusional that she's trying to pretend that it's not the same thing when we all know that it is. And then she brings up something again that is so like right on the nose for what anti-MLM people talk about, which is the cult-like aspect of these companies. Do not even think for a second, darling, that this is any different. It is absolutely no different. The cult aspects of it are exactly the same, just like she saw with Young Living when she left. She mentioned things were said bad about her. How many times have we heard stories? How many times? I mean, you guys are probably not just watching my videos. You're probably watching other anti-MLM people. How many stories have you heard from previous multi-level marketing reps that say, yeah, people I thought that were my best friends, the minute I left, they shunned me, blocked me, told everybody else to block me. All the support and great feelings that I had completely disappeared. This is a lot of the reason why people stay in this business, because they want those good feelings to continue. So sorry it happened to her. That must really hurt. But nobody that's in the anti-MLM community is surprised that happened. And that's just one aspect of the cult mentality, the cult aspect of these companies that will often happen is when you leave, you get that sort of bad treatment. So let's continue to see what else she has to say.
Why do you think that Instagram took away the swipe up for under 10,000 followers and now anyone can link a link? It is the way times are moving, and this company knows that. And so they're changing with the times. I have witnessed people who were in network marketing who have never earned money or never had customers bring in hundreds of dollars and many, many, many customers. This business model works. And so do the products. Have you checked out my hair lately? But no, in all seriousness, I say this because I am hosting a opportunity call tonight. I put up a lot of information on the business side, and I have had so many people reaching out, and so I want to open the door up for you to check out this business. I'm going to go over what this whole social retail is, how you can earn money. This is for anyone. If you are like, I don't have any experience with anything like this, perfect. Honestly, perfect, because that means you're not going to have the PTSD from network marketing. And if you are in network marketing and you're just feeling the way I was feeling, my arms are open for you too, because I want to show you that it's different here.
So she's really trying to go after other people in other MLMs that are unhappy where they are. And it'll probably work, to be honest, because I mean, we can all see how that would be relatable. Like, if 96% of people are losing money in their MLM, or are at least just not making money in their MLM, of course, most people are going to relate to what she just talked about and how, yeah, I just like saw so many people failing or not being successful, and like all her whole story. Like people are going to relate to that. So it's also just really, I mean, it sounds condescending, but it is really sad that she got out of network marketing and was like, I'm done with this, and was like about to feel what we all say, which is like, yeah, you're right. It is a cult. Yeah, you are right. Like it is setting up people to fail. Yeah, you are right. Like most people aren't making money even though they're working hard. All those things are true, but something happened to where she said, shit, I'm going to try this other company and see how it goes. Maybe because she was in network marketing for 6 years and felt like I don't have any other skill set. This is all I can put on my resume. Not everybody, newsflash, not everybody that's hiring people in the corporate world that sees network marketing on your resume is going to look at that and smile. Like, they have a bad reputation for a reason. And I don't think it says, I'm not trying to scare you if you are in an MLM or if you have been in one, like trying to be like, your life's over, your future is ruined. No, but I do know that a lot of people would look at that on a resume and say, ooh, I don't know about this person. Maybe not the best judgment, maybe, especially being in it for 6 years. So that's my opinion, but just very interesting how close this person is, again, to self-awareness. So the next video is a couple years old, so I hope you'll forgive me, but we have a MONAT rep saying, even though it's 2 years old, saying the same exact thing they still say to today, which is basically that right now is the absolute best time to join MONAT. So we're gonna go through and debunk all of these reasons that this rep has. I'll say that I think this rep seems like a really sweet person. Let me know what you think down below. Anyways, let's go through, let's listen to this video. I am going to continue with my makeup, but I also wrote some notes here, so let's do this.
Hi you guys, I wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about the MONAT opportunity and some reasons why right now is a really good time to join. So first off, we're going to talk about timing, okay? So MONAT's only 5 years young, so we are on the ground level, okay? So this means that, you know, the market is not saturated, okay? And so there's so many people out there that have never heard of MONAT, have never used it. So there is like an untapped potential, okay? Number two is competition, okay?
Okay, I do want to kind of stop it after each point. I think there's like 5 or 6 that she mentions, just so that we can keep track and go through here. So first of all, timing, and she uses the terminology ground level. Of course, I said this video was filmed 2 years ago, which also gives me some pause because this is filmed right during when the pandemic just started. So it feels gross as hell to see any videos that were done back then that are trying to get people to join this opportunity because obviously of the pandemic. So gross. But a company that is 5 years old is by definition not at the ground level. Okay, so I don't know why they say that, and they still do. MONAT is 7 years old now, and they still do say, guys, we're 7 years young, which the young thing, when I first heard that, I literally screamed out loud and texted my sister. But also, I wrote some notes here because one of the things that she said is MONAT is not saturated, ground level. Also, let me say this first. Ground level or ground floor opportunity alludes to this idea that the company has really just started. Maybe it hasn't even come out to market yet. Maybe, like, that's typically the time when you can get in now right before we get big. You can get in now right before this opportunity is all over the globe. Girl, you're in multiple countries. Even in 2020, they were in more than just the United States. So you can't say, just for all those reasons, you can't say ground floor opportunity. So knock that off. And second of all, she talks about MONAT being not saturated. There's so many people who have not joined the business. There's so many people who have not even tried the products. Okay, so according to MONAT themselves, they have at least 400,000 market partners, and they have near 2 million customers. Now, I'm not an idiot. I know that there are, 8 billion people in the world, so I can do the math, but I want you to think about your own life and your own personal circle, however big or little that may be. I would say that 9 out of 10 people I know have tried MONAT. That's just trying the products, not joining the business, because I also know people who have joined the business. And I don't have that diverse of a circle, I feel like. I mean, me and my freaking nail lady had a conversation about it last time I was there, because she's tried MONAT, and by the way, it also affected her hair. Her hair was falling out. Okay? When I think of those numbers, 400,000 market partners and 2 million customers, I definitely don't think of that as not big numbers. I definitely don't think of that as ground floor opportunity. And I just wanted to compare. So as of 2018, which I understand was a few years ago, that is the statistic that we have to go on. Arbonne Independent Consultants, the company that's been around for 40 plus years, said that they had 174,000 independent consultants. That's it. Compared to 400,000 in 7 years of MONAT, that's a lot of market partners comparatively. Beachbody, that has been open since 1998, also says they have 400,000 market partners, or whatever they call coaches. So especially when we're looking at 2 of these other really big MLMs, people have tried MONAT, okay? Especially only in the 7 years that they've been around. People have tried MONAT. People have heard of MONAT. People more than likely have heard about it being a scam, and also about how it makes your hair fall out, allegedly. Absolutely does not make sense based off what she's saying. So let's go on to point number 2, which is competition.
Luxury anti-aging hair care line in the market. Okay, and now we sell skincare as well, so that is huge, you guys. Okay, so we have no competition in the hair care industry, and our products they perform too. So not only are they plant-based, anti-aging, they also promote hair growth. So all of our products do promote hair growth. We have a couple proprietary ingredients. Number 1 is our Rejuvenique, and this is what we call our liquid gold, and there is nothing like it out there, okay? And there's clinical trials for all of our products, and they are backed by scientists as well. Science behind our products is crazy. So they're not only good for you, right? They're also performing. So that's huge, okay? So far we have timing and
I love how we're only on point number 2 and she's already recapping where we are. Okay, so sorry, my nose contour is half done. So competition, this is also probably one of the most laughable points, because she's saying, and most of the market partners say, that they are the only, and that is a very important word, luxury anti-aging hair care line on the market. What do you guys think about that? Tell me down below, before I say anything else, one company that comes to mind, one brand that comes to mind that would be a competitor for MONAT. I'm sure everybody can come up with at least one. But first I want to address, I was confused. I was anti-aging hair care, I don't even know how that's a category. Well, it is a category. It's not one that MONAT made up. And when I looked it up, it said that many hairstylists say that as we get older, our hair tends to lose shine, elasticity, and volume. So it seems like basically if you're a hair care line that addresses any of those things, you could call yourself an anti-aging hair care line. Okay, so it's not as fancy and specific as MONAT tries to make it seem. And doing some further research on literally Googling anti-aging hair care line or brand, so many companies came up, but I just want to name a few that I think you guys will recognize. First being the company called Pros. So this is a company that creates like custom hair products for you. Kind of reminds me of Function of Beauty a little bit, but they talk about being clean in their ingredients, and they're a company that has some before and after pictures, and they're very popular when you look at like anti-aging lines. But the other 2 or 3 that came up that were way more prevalent, Briogeo. We've probably all heard of that brand. They're sold in Sephora. Many of us have tried their products. They talk about being clean, 100% vegan, naturally derived. That would be considered a luxury hair care brand because it's sold at Sephora. It's at a higher price point. Aveda, ever heard of it? 100% vegan, plant infused, and Aveda is an actual salon grade or professional grade, so not even luxury. So it's better than a luxury brand technically based off of the purity of their ingredients. And then this other brand called Vegamore. This is a really big company on social media. I see it all over Instagram. They are a direct competitor, if you ask me. They are vegan, plant-based, safe and effective, and they specifically target hair growth. They have some hair serums that are meant to help your hair get thicker, longer, and they have other products as well. So to say you're the only company, to say there's no competition is, I mean, like, I'm literally laughing. The other thing that I wanted to address that she said is all of their products, all of MONAT's products are clinically tested and backed by science, blah, 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 blah. The truth of the matter is there is a big difference, huge difference between a product's entire formula being tested for safety and efficacy and the individual ingredients in the product being tested or clinically proven. So MONAT on their site, they say they have clinically tested ingredients. Again, big difference. And their formulas are clinically tested for safety, not for efficacy. I saw nowhere that they are. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll open it in the comments below. But this is just a very misleading statement. And I think that many companies do this. It's not just an MLM thing. Many companies are misleading, saying that their products are clinically tested, and that makes you think immediately like, oh wow, like backed by science. But really it does require asking more questions. What was tested? Was it the entire formula? Sorry, I'm keep on holding up my Tatcha primer. Was it the formula in its entirety? Was it on human skin or human participants? Was it on animals? Was it in a petri dish? Was it one ingredient? And also, like I said, was it tested for efficacy, as in does it actually work, or was it just tested for safety? I mean, tested for safety is also a good thing, but you know what I mean? It's not as telling as what she says here. So let's move on to point number 3.
Okay. Next, we have community. Okay. So the community is like no other. Okay. So I don't know if you guys, have followed me for a long time or not. Like, I've tried a different direct sales company a couple years ago, and MONAT is so much different, you guys. Like, everything about it is just so different. Like, I've never been around so many like supportive women and like people that have like nothing to do with like you succeeding, like affecting them, and they're out here cheering you on, like rooting for you, sidelines, uplines, like whatever, right? And so it's just, this community has been my number one takeaway for this. And especially right now, like, this community has come together so much, and it is insane. Like, so many people are having the best months they've ever had right now because everyone's helping each other. We've got leaders from other teams doing trainings. Like, Like, it's just been a crazy month, let me tell you, but in all of the good ways, okay? So, timing.
Okay, so this is also bothersome again because knowing this is from 2020, right when the pandemic was starting, and talking about how right now, like this month has been so crazy, so many people are doing so well. Yeah, because you're capitalizing off a pandemic. I know that's kind of old news as far as we already knew that MLMs did that, but it's still important to look at here. All I really have to say here is that I'm not in her shoes. So it is a little hard for me to be like, your community sucks, like you're lying. Maybe it does feel really good. A lot of these MLMs do make you feel really good. We've heard from countless people who have left MLMs, like I was saying, that after they leave, they're no longer in communication in any way, shape, or form with their previous MLM friends. So we already know that that happens. I would be at least my advice would be to be very skeptical about this MLM being really any different. And from the outside looking in, so of course, as this whole video this is my opinion, everything about MONAT specifically, but also other MLMs, it just seems so fake. It is everybody rah-rahing each other. It feels like the fakest sorority that I've ever heard of in my life. Yeah, everybody's commenting on everyone's Instagram posts. Everybody's rooting for each other. But to me, it really just speaks to the fact that it's cult-like and not in a healthy way. It seems really fake. I think that most of you guys would agree with that. So let's just move on to point number 4.
So the next reason is because we have a necessary product, okay? Everybody washes their hair, right? And not just the women in a household, the men, kids, pets, every single person is washing their hair, okay? So this is a necessary product, which leads me to the next reason. It's a consumable product. So once you use it, you run out, you need more. You're not just gonna stop washing your hair because you ran out of shampoo, right? You're gonna purchase it again, and obviously for the entire family, right? So with this being said, your customers are not only a one-time customer, they are going to be repeat customers, okay? And for the whole entire family, okay? Also, we are a debt-free company, okay? So
let's address this point really quick. Necessary product. Shampoo may be a necessary product for most people, but I'll tell you what's not, and it's buying a $50 freaking shampoo. Absolutely not a necessity to many, many people. And I would love to see the statistics for how many people have bought a MONAT shampoo like one time or maybe 2 times, because I feel like, I mean, especially for people like me who it gave scalp sores to, I certainly was not going to buy it again. But also just people finding out about MLMs, finding out about how predatory they are, how many people believe them to be commercial cults, even if they like the shampoo and can afford a $53 shampoo. A lot of people are saying, you know what, never mind, I don't want to support that. So there's those people. There's also people who buy it, like I said, that are saying, okay, I wanted to support my friend, but I really cannot continue to purchase such an expensive shampoo. I'm going to go back to buying the ones from Target that work just fine. I would love to see the statistics for people who have bought it once and then never again. And then she's talking about how they're going to buy it for their whole family. I mean, what she's saying does sound like, oh, okay, I get what you're saying. It's consumable. As far as a salesperson go, you definitely don't want something that people buy once and then never buy again. However, I guarantee you that the only people in this world that are buying MONAT shampoo or products in general for their entire family are only MONAT distributors. I mean, show me one person that's doing that is just a regular consumer. Like I guarantee it's not happening. And I did do a little bit of research to see how much that would cost. So if a mom, a dad, one child, and a pet were to all need a MONAT shampoo only. Now keep in mind, most people are going to use, or I would say a lot of women at least, are going to use more than just a shampoo. Even my husband uses a shampoo and conditioner, but let's put all of the other like Rejuvenique oil, the serums, the heat protectant, let's put all of that aside and let's just look at the shampoo. If a mom, a dad, a kid, and a pet needed the shampoo, that would come out to $181 for the family, and that's not including any shipping or anything like that. $181 for one family of 4 to wash their hair. And also keep in mind, this is not like a big bottle, it's like an 8-ounce bottle. That's expensive as hell, okay? Let's move on to the next point, which is that MONAT is debt-free and how great that is.
We own all of our manufacturing companies and warehouses, and so MONAT is able to pay 50 cents on the dollar to its market partners, okay? So this is huge. So they're not, paying like a lease for this and for that or whatever, right? So they own their things. So this is huge. Debt-free company, okay? And with that, our comp plan is insane, okay? We get paid every single Friday plus the 15th of every month. And MONAT has one of the #1 fast start programs out of all MLMs out there, okay? So once you start, the way they set it up, it's called a Smart Start. The way they set it up, they want you to succeed. So literally, they are so generous in how they compensate us for this. And it's just for working your business, and you're being rewarded like very generously. Like, I'll just say that, okay? And okay, let's see what's next. So we got timing.
Okay, so sorry, my lip liner is not done. So being a debt-free company, I'm not saying that that's not a good thing. However, what's that got to do with me? Like, I don't think that has anything to do with how much the company is paying you. I'm pretty sure when MONAT opened their doors 7 years ago, they were still giving people 50 cents to the dollar commission. Again, always correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not like, hey guys, we were giving you 30 cents, but now that we're debt free, we're gonna give you guys more money. That's never how these companies work. And that doesn't make the company generous. And I want to talk just briefly about this Smart Start program. Many of you guys have heard of it. You guys might even already know what it's all about, but I just wanted to get the specifics on it. So you can put yourself in the shoes of a brand new market partner. Let's say you just joined. Your upline says, oh my God, girl, you got to get on this Smart Start program. This is how you're going to make your investment back. This is how you're going to make bonuses. This is what's going to literally sink your teeth into the business so deeply to where it's going to be hard to get out. Okay, so here's what it entails. This is a limited time bonus program, and the first bonus that you can earn is when you enroll 4 VIP customers, which are people who are on like a loyalty program for MONAT. So if you enroll 4, think about your life, think about people in your life. How could you pick 4 people in your mind that you could say, okay, I could probably get them to do it? Okay, so if you do 4 people, then you're gonna get $60. Then if you build a block, which is 4 VIP customers and 1 market partner. Okay, so you just started. You're getting 4 VIP, not just, hey, can you buy a shampoo for me? I just started this business. Hey, can you enroll with a fee to be a loyalty member of this shampoo business that you may never have tried or that you don't know about? Join the loyalty program, and you have to get a person that is willing to be under you and be on your team. To me, that sounds very difficult, and if you do all of that, you get $150. That does not seem like that much money to me for all of that work. And then if you build 3 of those blocks, so 12 VIPs and 3 market partners under you, I mean, you're making more than most of the company. You're in higher ranks than most of the company at that point. 3 blocks is a Mo neighborhood, and then you will get a $500 bonus. And they always say you can do this as many times as you want, so it's like free money. Just like keep doing it. It's like, are you guys really gonna pretend that it's not difficult? Like, this is one of the reasons why people hate multi-level marketing reps, is because so many of them act like it's easy. So many of them act like, guys, Smart Start, like it's setting us up for success. Like we're being paid so generously. They're saying so many positive things, and it's like, you're lying. It is hard to do this, okay? And also, I just have to say this, and I'll say it every time, bragging about being paid 5 times a month, every Friday and then on the 15th, doesn't mean literally anything if you're not making any money. If you're not at least making more than you invested in. Like, it means nothing. If Google AdSense paid me today for YouTube and it was 49 cents, I wouldn't even notice it, okay? And if I did, I certainly would be like, holy shit, okay? This isn't like, I would not go on social media and be like, hey guys, guess what? Got paid. Like, it's so scammy and schemy. Okay, let's continue.
Community, necessity, consumable. We talked about the comp plan. They're debt-free. Our products are manufactured in the USA, so that's really huge as well, okay? So they're shipped and sent out of Florida. Okay, and just to state the obvious, you can work this business from anywhere. So, whenever you want to work this business is when you work. So, like for me, when the kids go to sleep, that's like when I really put in my time for this business, or, little breaks here and there, but I'm not fully consumed with this. And so it's nice that you can literally focus a certain amount of time, that whatever you can do. So whether you want this to be like a full-time hustle, a side hustle, whatever you want it to be, this is what it'll be for you, So with that, you're able to build a residual income with this. And so what that means is eventually you'll be able to be making money while you're sleeping. Like, you won't have to put in as much work in the actual business of it, because your business will just be flowing. And so it's just a sustainable source of income for you. So I just wanted to get that out there.
Okay, so she's basically done. Let me fix this really quick. Okay, I cannot stop using this dark ass lip liner. I don't know if it's too much today or what, but I just want to finish this by saying pretty much everybody knows that if you are not fully consumed with your MLM, and I mean, we have heard over and over again, people say, you can work this in pockets of time, and then they go onto a Zoom training and they say, guys, you're not working this hard enough. You need to give it your all. You need to work like this is your full-time job. Okay, always going back and forth with that. But not only is it vital that you are pretty consumed with the business in order to make money, you need a team that is also consumed with this business in order for you to make money. And then of course she mentions residual income. It just, again, it's sad because you can tell that somebody said this to her probably multiple times. She's heard this from multiple uplines probably, and she's really taken it to heart and she thinks it's the truth. The only way you're going to get real residual income to where now I'm not really even working. That's what we think of with residual income is I'm sitting on a beach somewhere, I'm sleeping, and I'm making money without really having to do the legwork anymore. I can talk about myself in my sales role. If I get a certain amount of customers to order a certain amount on average every single month, then yes, for a time being, I could relax a little bit. I could sit back and not really hustle as hard. The beginning, of course, is always the hardest. If I get to that point, then my job will be easier for sure. However, if those customers that I'm depending on do not order for whatever reason, they die. I'm laughing, not that I want them to die, but like, love that that's the first thing that came to my mind. They go out of business, they retire, they decide all of a sudden they want to try a different skincare line instead, and they hate mine. There are several reasons why a customer or an account will stop performing the way that they once were. And guess what? It's up to me then to hustle and go find somebody else to replace them. That's exactly what happens here, but it's so much worse because you're not only trying to get your customers to remain consistent and purchasing product, you're also trying to get people under you on your team to remain obsessed and consumed with building teams under them and buying product themselves and selling product themselves. It's very hard to get enough people that want to work as hard as you do. And so what most people find with MLMs is that they never get to the point where they're even making money, they're even making a livable wage, let alone to the point where now that they got to that level, they can kind of like slow down and really stop working. It is so rare for that to happen. So again, it is sad that this person who's like, I'm not really consumed with the business, thinks that one day she could potentially get to the point where she's making residual income with this. It's never gonna happen. Okay, and with that, that's the end of this anti-MLM video. Let me know, guys, what you think down below. I really appreciate it. Give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel and let me know if there's anything else you want to see from me anti-MLM wise. One thing I do want to know is I appreciate any of you who have sent me videos in my Instagram DMs. I really, really appreciate it because it makes my job so much easier. And I do want to get more consistent with bringing out these videos, but it is a lot more work than my beauty videos. So I tend to film more beauty videos. You get what I'm saying. So if you do want to see more from me, if you come across something that you want me to react to, again, please just send it to my Instagram and I would be very grateful for that. So thank you so much again for being here and I will see you in my next one. Okay, bye.